finally come behind us. Velocicoaster. It's backwards in the video, but you get it. We're here for our annual Passholder Preview at Islands of Adventure. It has finally come the time for us to ride Velocicoaster. We're super excited.
Oh yeah, it's so exciting, especially since we've been seeing this thing get built through the whole time we've had our annual pass and finally get to ride it.
Yeah. For the most of the time, they were like, "What coaster?"
Yeah, they acted as if nothing was going on, even though we saw this big thing over here getting formed.
Exactly.
But we're so happy that it's finally the day.
Oh yes, it officially opens on June 11th, but they've been doing previews and stuff
10th,
for.
10th.
Oh, the 10th? Oh, okay. But they've been doing previews for team members and now pass holders. So today's the first day they're doing pass holder previews. We're so excited we were able to get ours right a month early, which is awesome. So we're going to show you a little bit around of the coaster. I'm not sure how much more we can film in the queue, but we'll see how we can get in there, show you a little bit, and then also give you our review of it. We'll try to get some shots of the ride from the outside. You can see behind us. The coaster right behind us, so you can see it from all over the park, which is absolutely amazing. Now we're in the plaza for the Velocicoaster. It is so cool. The theme you can see behind me. We have that Velociraptor up there. The queue looks great and the coaster is huge. So you see behind me, the coaster all around, coaster in front. It looks so cool. We're so excited to get in here. So we just went through the check-in for the Passholder Preview. So you had a QR code after you signed up for the register for it, showed your ID, showed your annual pass, scanned it to let you in. So if you don't have a Passholder Preview, you're not going to be able to sneak in here. That's the only shot. If you didn't get it, sorry. But they might be doing some soft openings, some more technical rehearsals as we get closer to the day. As the coaster goes right over me, it's so cool. Yeah, they're only a month from it opening. So if you didn't get a chance to go to the preview, it's right around the corner. And right next to where you walk in from Jurassic Park, and you have the entrance for the ride over there on the left. If you actually head this way, there's actually that brand new bridge that they built. It actually lets you skip past Hogsmeade and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So if you're going from like Seuss Landing or Lost Continent, you can actually pass by all the busyness there and come straight to Velocicoaster. It's not open right now, it's just for team members. They did open it for a short period of time, I think last month. We've not been on this bridge yet, so I guess they're gonna open it once we get closer to the opening date for the Velocicoaster. But this will be a really, really easy way for guests to be able to skip Harry Potter and go straight to Jurassic Park. Now, some of you guys may be wondering where we shot our intro from, because you can see the Velocicoaster entrance from it. It's actually right up here. The Jurassic Park Discovery Center, that's where the Burger Digs restaurant is. They actually have right up there a balcony where you can actually sit outside. They have very limited seating right now because of social distancing, but especially in the morning, it looked like no one was there. And so you can actually come out here and get a perfect view of Velocicoaster. So if you do want to grab something to eat or just have some quick time off to relax, you will actually be able to go up to Burger Digs and get a great view of Velocicoaster.
And before we go into the ride, I did want to point out that it does not make sense. It says Jurassic Park over here, and then on top of the ride, when you see, it says Jurassic World. I wonder why they did not change that before opening the ride to the annual pass holders, but maybe it'll change before opening day. But it does not make sense. We're hoping this whole land changes to Jurassic World.
They did that over in Hollywood, so maybe it's just a matter of time for them here. But yeah, it's a little weird. But we're gonna head on to the ride now, and we are so pumped. It looks like you can go into the queue with your stuff. So I'm not sure where the lockers are. We'll show you. I'm guessing the lockers are inside. So let's see Velocicoaster. In the queue, it's actually a very nice queue. Lots of fans, so they actually thought of us riders in the middle of Florida being very hot, that they gave us lots of fans. And there's actually inside, we'll show big industrial sized fans, like huge fans. We're about to walk inside, and it seems as if it's a little loud. Music playing, coaster roaring by. I love the atmosphere here. But yeah, let's see it here. The big industrial sized fans. Look at those. And it is actually very powerful. You're getting, you guys probably hear the wind, the breeze, these huge fans. Look at that, the sides in the queue, it's lighting up. This is so well themed. It looks like down there you go through like a different door. I have absolutely no idea what this ride looks like. I haven't seen if there's a pre-show. I haven't seen anything, so I'm super excited to see what the story of this is. So they actually have lockers inside the queue. So once you go through the queue, you actually put your stuff in the lockers. So you get to keep your stuff with you, do videotapes, take pictures, everything before you come over here.
Scan your ticket here, and then you get a locker that opens up for you. And then just remember which locker number they gave you, or the section. You put everything inside, and then you close it on up.
Wow. Wow.
That was amazing.
That's all I can say. The ride is very highly immersive. You saw the queue. The queue is really awesome. They did some really smart things that I've been wanting for a while, especially with the queue. So we saw the lockers. The lockers actually are double-sided. So when you go into the ride, which first off, you get to bring your stuff with you through the queue so you can take pictures, video everything, which is smart because then people are going to spread that online like we are.
Of course.
And then once you get to the lockers, you put your stuff in the locker. So that way your stuff doesn't get lost. And trust me, you do need to put your stuff in the locker because this ride is fast.
Oh yeah, I accidentally had my glasses on my head when I put all the stuff in the locker. I forgot about it, and then an attendant said, hey, you either have to wear it or put it in the locker. And I was like, oh no, I'll keep it with me. And then Dominic was like, you probably should put it away. So we put it away, and man, I'm glad I did, because if I wore it on the ride, it'd be lost.
Oh,
it'd be lost. It's not like it's an expensive pair of glasses, but it is. I think about, you get really close to the water. You don't touch the water, but it feels like you're gonna touch the water.
I don't know. Maybe Shaq can. Maybe Shaq can.
Yeah, you should probably keep your hands in the vehicle, because if you probably raise your hands, you're probably gonna touch something.
or get bit by a raptor.
Right. It seems close. It probably is not as close as we think it is, but when you ride, it definitely feels more intense than just looking at it. I think that the queue is better than some parts of the ride. I don't know if you agree with me with that, but I feel like as though they should have had more animatronics. I thought there was going to be times in the ride where you slow down and you see the raptors, but not necessarily. No. So you speed past them, you hear them, you see the smoke. The raptors have statues inside, but nothing animatronics, which I was surprised about. The line had more animatronics than the ride.
Yeah.
So it's something that you're not going to be scared of, I should say. So if you get scared very easily, the ride is not going to have things that jump out at you. The line is not going to have things that jump out at you. So if you're scared of that, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and for the queue, like I agree, the queue is really great. And the other thing, with the lockers, like I mentioned, they're double-sided. So you put your stuff into the lockers on one side.
Oh yes, I forgot that.
And when you exit, you're actually on the other side. So you put your stuff in on this side. When you get off, you exit on this side, and you get the same locker, but on the other side, which is so smart.
Double door, so you're not having to deal with a retrieval line and a new locker line, like Hulk, Rip Ride Rocket, you're dealing with all of that. This one you're not. It makes it go so much faster.
Yeah, like Harry Potter and Men in Black is a different section. It's such a pain to go back and forth to locker. This is so smart, and it's going to make it that much more efficient. You get so many more people in on that ride.
Right, so overall, a great ride. Another thing I wanted to say is that I'm so glad that they brought back Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt. You're going to see them in the line. I was shocked, honestly. I thought it was going to be some random person like the Avatar ride, the Flight of Passage. How it's just like some actors that they chose. No, it's people from the movie. And this is obviously before Jurassic World went under. So this is like the life before it. And I thought they did a really good job on recruiting the same actors.
Yeah, so talk about the story. Essentially, it's not very large, but the premise of the story is that, like she said, Jurassic World is kind of starting out, and they just built a roller coaster in the raptor paddock to kind of have a more thrilling attraction. So in the first Jurassic World, when they're like, oh, we need the Indominus Rex, because that's going to be a bigger draw for us to get more money from Verizon or whatever.
Right, whoever their sponsor was, yeah.
So that's the story. They wanted another big attraction, so they brought in Velocicoaster, and of course things can go wrong. But that's pretty much the story behind it. But it works really well. Fits in, I guess, within the first Jurassic World movie. I guess where it would fit in somewhere along that timeline.
Right before the Jurassic World movie, like in the timeline of things.
Yeah. But yeah, we really enjoyed it. It's definitely intense. Make sure you put your stuff, all of your stuff, in the lockers. Have a mask that's actually secure, because mine was like kind of going down a little bit. You want to make sure it's covering your nose and mouth. And have one that's actually tight around your ears, because if you don't, or if you're wearing like a neck gaiter, which I think the parks pretty much ban those, but if you're wearing
this park allows it, but it's probably not going to work as well on the ride.
When you're going over the water, it kind of flips you, and if you have a neck gaiter on or you have mask that's not really tight, it's just going to fly off. So make sure you have one that's secured, or any jewelry, make sure it's secured, or take it off, because it's going to fall off. I'm sure this ride will probably have a lot of people do stuff that they try to sneak on.
The ride's not aggressive. It is very smooth compared to like the Hulk. It's much smoother than the Hulk. And the drop, although it's very big, it doesn't seem as drastic as the Rip Ride Rocket.
Jurassic, that would have been that's a good pun.
Jurassic.
Good,
anyway.
Good accidental pun. Yeah, I think this and Hagrid's gives an awesome 1-2 punch for Universal to really make a name here.
The future of roller coasters. It's amazing. Well, we had fun. I hope you get to enjoy the ride as well, and it opens on June 10th here at Universal Studios in Orlando. And put down in the comments below if you've ridden or if you are planning a trip to come very soon, and let us know your thoughts. In the comments down below, be sure to like and subscribe for more Funko videos and theme park adventures, and we'll see you real soon.